Hello YouTube family, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I've decided to talk about why I decided to join the military in 2017 and why I decided to join the Air Force out of all the branches.
So
So
the
here
main
we are.
reason I decided to join the military in 2017 was because I was not motivated to go to college. So a little background history on this is um I've always wanted to go to college. I've always known I'm going to have to get my secondary education if I want to do anything nowadays. But somewhere between my sophomore year and my senior year, I kind of lost that motivation to like steamroll ahead and continue on education. And thinking about it, I think just school itself stresses me out tremendously. Just, it's really repetitive, and I have troubles with math and, well, math is a main component to if you want to do anything with technology or if you want to do anything with science. And I personally wanted to go the public relations route, but even to go into public relations, I would have had to take math classes, and I would have had to take calculus classes, and I just knew that I was not going to be able to do that. I just knew the stress of it. It was all just piling on me, and I did not want to go that route. And so, that being said, I always told my mom I will be going to college. And so I did. I enrolled in college. I got my financial aid. My schedule was all set up. I was supposed to start in fall of 2016, shortly after I graduated. However, because procrastination reasons and I put in my paperwork a little too late, I had to start in January of 2017. And I really was not looking forward to that. And around that mark, around early January, actually, it was late December because I had my first Air Force meeting with my recruiter December 28th. So around late December, I would have to say, I got a message on Facebook from an Army recruiter. Now, I mentioned in a prior video I live in a Navy town, but this is a military town in general. So there's not only Navy, there's also Air Force, of course. There's Marines. There's a lot of Army. There's not a lot of Coast Guard. If you wanted to see Coast Guard, you'd probably have to go to Seattle. But that's for a different video. Um, so yeah, one day I got a message from an Army recruiter, and she was trying to, recruit me, obviously. And as she was talking to me, it made me think how I've mentioned military before. And I mentioned it like offhandedly to my mom. I was talking about joining the Marines in my junior year of high school just because, I don't know, there's just a lot of pride that comes with the Marines and the, I want to say the brotherhood, but I guess there's a sisterhood too since, female. Um, and it sounded appealing to me, basically. The Marine sounded appealing. It sounded like hard work, but work that after you complete it, it's going to be, well worth it. But when I was talking to the Army recruiter, it got me really thinking that if I were to join the military, I should probably do it now. So I was talking to her, and I was like, I was probably this close to joining the Army. And actually, the day of my first Air Force meeting, I was supposed to go to the Army, but I went to Air Force instead. But that's because I talked to my family, not my intermediate family, because no one in my intermediate family is military, but in general. And so I do have a cousin who joined the Army when she was around my age, and she actually has PTSD now. And so I was talking to her about it, and she was telling me that she would not go Army. If she could go back and choose, she would have went Air Force. And that she has a little niece who went Air Force, and she's just thriving and she loves it. And that if I go into any branch, check out the Air Force. Just please check out the Air Force. So I went ahead, checked out the Air Force. I think it was like it was Christmas Day because I still have the email where I went to the website and like put in my information. I was like, "Hey, I want to join the Air Force. Can I speak to a recruiter?" that kind of thing. So like I put my information on the Air Force website Christmas Day, and December 28th I went to my first Air Force meeting instead of the Army meeting. So yeah, I ended up joining the Air Force, I guess, just because I was not motivated to go to college, but the military really piqued my interest. I really like the structure of it. I The last year or so my life has been very chaotic. That's because 18 year I was the wild child. I don't know why. I decided when I turned 18 I was just going to flip my fucking lid, but that's what I did. And yeah, so the structure of it sounded really appealing after a year of like fucking up. And so that's what I did. And so the reason I chose the Air Force is not only just because I talked to my cousin who is in the Army and has PTSD now, and because I don't know if she's I guess she's my cousin as well, is in the Air Force and she's thriving. It's because I looked into all the branches, and here here were my major deciding factors. I can't join the Marines, the Navy, or the Coast Guard because I don't know how to swim. And like, while yes, I can learn to swim, you don't understand. Like, no one except the few people who've actually gotten me into a pool understand. Swimming is not my forte. All I do is I flail a lot, and I'm just like, nope, nope, fuck, nope, nope. I'm not gonna drown. Not today. Not today. So I get out of the pool immediately. And if I can't even do a swimming pool, I can't be in a branch where, if you have to swim, you have to fucking swim. Like, I'm not going to put myself in a situation. So, Army and Air Force are the only two branches that do not have a required swim test, and it's not required that you know how to swim. So, it was between the Army and the Air Force. And so, looking into them, obviously, Air Force has a better quality of life. And Air Force, when you retire and you want to get out, it has the easiest transition back into the civilian world. And like, you get certified for your job, so when you get out you can actually like continue doing something that you've been doing for years because you'll have your actual certification. And so just that sounded appealing. I didn't want anything that was like, if you have to choose between having a not so great life versus pretty much being in the military, but you're still like kind of like, well, like you're in the military, but you have your dorms, you have your own personal space. It's not going to be as physically demanding. I don't know. That sounded kind of more appealing. So I ended up going Air Force. And I do not regret my decision whatsoever. I am so excited to leave for boot camp. And I've been asked multiple times by my recruiter, did I want to leave early? She wanted me to, like, my ship date is in early April, and I was asked, did I want to go on Valentine's Day? Did I want to go on February 21st? I was asked, did I want to go on March 14th? I was asked, did I want to go on March 21st? I've been asked a few other ship dates, but those are the most prevalent ones because those were the ones I was actually, deciding, do I want to go super early or not? But either way, I'm under the 30-day count until my official ship date. So, yeah, Air Force is the way I went, and that's basically all I have to say for this video. So, I joined the military because of the structure and because I was not motivated to go to college. However, I was motivated to serve my country, and I chose Air Force because that's the best quality, and that's where I wanted to go for. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm sure I'll be posting another video soon enough. I do have my little notebook right here, and in my notebook I have a bunch of other video ideas that I'm probably going to go through, so be on the lookout, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.